Everyone comes from different types of cultures and share their own stories from where they come from. Some people might share similar cultures to others, and others might share completely different cultures. Sometimes we wonder what other cultures are like and how they are special in their own way. I come from a Mexican family, and we sometimes share different things from other people. Something that is culturally important to my family and me is hot salsa. This is something that we use a lot in our culture and it is very popular in our family. Learning more about the use of hot salsa will explain why people use it in Mexican cultures. First, I will explain why hot salsa represents my Mexican culture, and then secondly, I will explain why I identify with this culture. To start with, this hot salsa represents my family's tradition that has been used for several years and its importance in the kitchen. Hot salsa can be used in any type of food. No matter what type of food you eat it with, it will taste good because it's what makes it better. For example, it can be used like in quesadillas or tacos. The way this hot salsa is made is it that you're supposed to have tomatoes, green chiles, and onions, and you cut them into small pieces and put them in a bowl, and then you add salt, and then until you think it's enough for your taste, and then you mix it all together, and then it's ready to be served. Hot salsa represents my culture because of the Mexican flag. The, the tomatoes, the chile, and the onions represent the flag because of its colors, and it just helps us to remind us of our culture. Now that I have explained how salsa represents my culture, I will now talk about how I identify myself with this culture. As part of the Mexican family, I adapt to this culture. It is something that is used a lot, this hot salsa, and whether there's a party, family reunion, or any other special occasion, there's always hot salsa around it when there's food. My family is known for always having a hot salsa around. No, my family is known for having a hot salsa, for having a food spiced up always, because it's something that always makes our food better to eat. When I was younger, I did not like it to eat hot salsa because I thought I couldn't handle it. Then when I got older, at the age of 9, I tried it for the first time and I was right. I couldn't handle it. So it was to the point where the back of my ear started to hurt. I don't know why it did hurt, but I just couldn't handle it. So then I tried practicing over the years and I got adjusted to it. So now that until now, like I eat it with everything, and there's no way that I can eat it with any type of food. As part of my everyday life, I always eat my food with hot salsa because without it, my food doesn't taste the same. It is something that one gets used to and cannot get rid of. To sum up, learning about the use of hot salsa in Mexican cultures can explain why it is so important to people in the Mexican culture and to use it in any type of food. First, we learn how hot salsa is. And first, we learn how hot salsa represents my Mexican culture, and secondly, I explain how I identify myself with this culture. If you have never tried hot salsa before with any type of food, you should try it. Otherwise, if you have already tried it, well, you already know how good it is.